There's a part in Assassin's Creed Valhalla that I absolutely hate, and it's all Valka's fault for showing up. Let's talk about that. Just when I thought things were going to be perfect and I might actually escape an Assassin's Creed without doing any kind of puzzles, because as we all know, I am not the world's biggest fan when it comes to puzzles, Valka has to show up and screws everything up for me. Now, if you don't know who she is, she helps Ivar with his visions, which means she's going to come and require her seer's hut to be built in your town. Upon gathering the required materials to get her hut built, as soon as you turn it into an actual building, she sends you on this quest to go find some herbs that are going to be used to basically create this mushroom tea to have you trip your ass off and send you into Valhalla. Now, this is the area that I'm talking about that I don't really like because, well, it's its own kind of area, but it is also riddled with puzzles. Now, within my time in there, I came across 3 puzzles, so I'm going to help you figure those out because it took me a little minute on one of them, and I also want to make sure that you know what you're getting into before you get into it, because I had a little issue and I don't want you to run into that issue also. Now, granted, the issue is because I'm just simply retarded, but maybe this could happen to other people, and I am here to help, friends. So the first 2 things I want to say is that the recommended power level is 90. Please make sure that you are at least 80 to 90 when you go into this, because I had the foolish mistake of going in at power level 50 and that is a no-go. I really did struggle, and I know what most of you are going to be thinking. Oh, well, why didn't you just leave, go back to the actual world and power up? And that's the second thing that I want to talk about. I didn't know that you could leave this vision. I thought you were stuck in it until you completed all the quests. I didn't know there was going to be 10 million quests within this bad boy. So, I hammered through at level 50. Now, my friend was like, oh, you can leave. Pay attention, because there is a prompt that pops up and it does say, hey, you want to leave, you just click on the map and click on this eye and it will take you back into the real world. I was foolish, I didn't do it. So, power level 90, and you can leave in case you're struggling and you want to go and level up or get some better gear. Don't pull a me. Please don't pull a me. Also, just want to say, and I shouldn't have to say it, that these 2 things were neither of the game's fault. This is solely user error, me being the user. So, not trying to throw it on their backs. That's 100% on my back. Now getting on to the first puzzle, and this one really is a puzzle compared to the other ones we're going to talk about. The other 2 are really just kind of riddles that you have to figure out. This one was a puzzle because you had to, without really spoiling too much of the story, you had to go into this cave system and you needed to open a portal so you can get some sacred water for the builder. You'll know what I mean whenever you get there. Now, in order to open this portal, you needed to shine these beams of light kind of in a sequential pattern to where 2 of the main focus points would get light. I piddled with this for probably a good 40 minutes. Probably what you're seeing playing now isn't even all of the footage that I recorded of myself trying to get these dang lights to hit both points. And I knew I had them lined up correctly, I just didn't know what was wrong. I thought maybe I encountered another glitch. Here we were again with another game-breaking glitch. But we weren't. This is where I come in to help you guys, because one teeny tiny little thing that I missed was there was a focus point that you shoot the first laser at, and it's going to actually split the beam into 2, which is what you really need. That's where I was getting messed up. I was shooting it straight across the room into the other area. It needed to go up. It's kind of hard to see if you're not really paying attention. So that's how you do it. It's going to shoot all the beams across. Both focal points will get the light that they need, and boom, the portal will open. You'll dive in. You'll get the water for the builder. Bam. Easy as that. I'm going to try and put up some pictures also. Maybe the pictures will help you guys more than just my video of me kind of running along. So hope that helps. The next 2 puzzles, or rather I say riddles, come from a dwarf blacksmith that we meet, and kind of ties into the main story of what's going on in Valhalla. So I don't want to really spoil that for you because boy is it juicy. But basically you need him to create this big giant cord that's unbreakable, because you need to tie something up and control it with it. Basically, he's going to require you to go and get 2 things that are just out of this freaking world: the root of a mountain, I believe it was, and a feline's footfall. you're going to get 2 pieces of paper added to your bag, which are going to have riddles on them. And that's going to help you figure out where you need to go and what you need to do to get it. But hey, since you're watching this video, no need for all that, because look, you might be just like me. We don't like riddles, we don't like puzzles. Let's just play the damn game. So first off, let's try and get the root of the mountain. This one's pretty simple. You're gonna go up, climb the mountain as high as you can. Basically, I found this on accident. I was trying to go to the vantage point so I could synchronize, and on my way up there, boom, I found the thing that we needed. Essentially what you want to do is you want to get your torch out and you want to throw the torch into the hay. Now the hay, mine for whatever reason, I had to throw the torch 8 or 9 times before it actually caught, but it finally caught. It's going to loosen the rock. Take this freaking rock, throw it over the ledge into the little pond that's going to be down below, and that's going to spawn the root of the mountain. You want to take that, now you have your first one. Bam, bam, done. Now for the Feline's Footfall, this is probably the easiest of the 3 things that we talked about in this video. All you want to do is go up to the bridge. Obviously it says this on the piece of paper. Climb up top, you're going to see a golden cat. This one's so simple. All you have to do is follow the cat. Every time you get real close to it, it's going to disappear, but it's going to reappear. Not too far off from in front of you. You're going to be able to see it each time until you inevitably come to the end and you do a deep dive into some hay. Boom, now you have it. Take it to the dwarf. There you go. Now both of the puzzles are done and he's going to start crafting your cord. Now the thing for me about this, and this is where I left Valhalla, because at this point my friend had told me that you can leave. I am not a puzzle kind of guy, man. It just, they don't do it for me. And these weren't hard by any means. These are very simple, and obviously with the way of the internet, all you have to do is Google it if you can't figure it out. But even so, even with the story, it could have been because I was severely underpowered. I just was not feeling it. It just felt off. It didn't feel full like the main story does. And that could just be me. I could just be a weirdo. But I'm going to have to go back in eventually because I think it's going to tie in. For now, though, I'm spending my time. I'm leveling up. I'm going to become unstoppable. And I'm going back in and I'm kicking some ass because just my little time that I spent in there, I came across 2 bosses. One's a wolf and one is a big, huge giant. Now, I'm not going to say any more than that because it will kind of spoil some of the story. But be prepared is all I'm saying. Have your level 90 ready. Know that you can leave if you're underpowered. And have fun with it. Do these 3 puzzles with ease. And if I come across more when I get back in there, we'll do another video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.
Return to this another time.
I will, when I'm ready.